Raw and uncut, it's here. We're back like a bad disease. Like when it rushes that won't ever go away. Like the poltergeist. That's it. We're back. Louis Hart here with you, of course. Raw and uncut for the next hour. We're going to be talking shit. Of course, we're here with Dra. Say hello, Dra. Wave. And then Lee.
Yo.
Looking the wrong way, Lee.
No, watching must have been
No, they just see the back of your head.
advertising.
Okay, not too smart, but okay. So, all right. So, we were talking. Our guest today is Mr. What is it? Karen Riley, and he's a big time photographer. And he's here in Trinidad. He's actually local, living abroad. And we're going to be talking some interesting stuff because he lives in Holland, one of my favorite places. I want to go and visit there because it's legalized prostitution and drugs and hey, what's not to love? So, and also in headlines, we're going to be touching a lot of the drama that took place in town yesterday. Of course, we'll also be touching on what went on, the Howard Chin and his wife drama that took place, Faris Al-Wari, and what's actually going on with the is it ISIS or no ISIS, or the Prime Minister mistaken, or all this madness going on as well. We're going to, hopefully, if we get a chance, we're going to touch on some of the foreign stuff in the U.S., that horrible high school shooting that took place in Florida, as well as what was up with Fergie and that crazy national anthem she sang.
What?
I don't know. We'll get to it when we get on to it. So let's launch into the monologue, I guess. So how was your week, by the way? I mean, I don't know. How was Carnival? I had a tough Carnival, I have to say. I binge drank Cafe Patron for 2 days. Needless to say, I partied my ass off, literally did. Because after the 2 days of non-stop Cafe Patron, I spent Ash Wednesday shitting like a duck. I swear. Yes, I had Cafe Patron diarrhea. That's when I realized that Cafe Patron looks the same way going into your mouth as it does coming out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and just as watery, it was terrible. Anyway, I had a great Carnival. I at least I must have, because parts of Carnival are missing from my memory. So, I mean, if you remember everything you do for those 2 days, you had a real shitty Carnival. You understand? You have to have memory lapses to be able to enjoy. You have to kind of have this sense, this ominous sense that you did shit that you shouldn't have done. That's when you know you have a good Carnival. You understand? So, because I think I got laid Monday night. I'm not sure. I had tequila amnesia, or I'm tequila amnesia, or whatever you want to call it. It worries me because, when I woke up, she was gone. And the first thing I had to do was search the house, Lee, to check to see if she had stolen anything. But then I remembered, I don't have any shit to steal.
He was gone.
We'll try that. I remember that. And then I remembered, like I said, I don't have any shit to steal. So... And then I saw her again on Carnival Tuesday.
She probably left some stuff feeling bad for her.
I think left some money on the night table for me. You know what I mean? So I saw her Tuesday in the band. So we had a blast again, which brings me to the important question. I had a fling with this girl, and then, it was just for 2 days. But then Ash Wednesday was Valentine's Day, We had a great time together for the 2 days. What color roses should I get for my girlfriend who was in Tobago for Carnival? What color? Because, I mean, red says love, white is innocence, which is me, and yellow is supposed to be apology. So I guess, I got her yellow roses. She kind of scratched her head on it, but how do you say I'm sorry for cheating without actually telling her you're cheating? You know what I mean? You want to say you're sorry, but you don't want to say why you're sorry, And yellow flowers, I guess, is the best way to do that. But then the funny part was when she came from Tobago, she gave me yellow flowers. What the hell was she up to? You know what I mean? It's people don't understand. It's okay. Society has it right. It's okay for a man to cheat on his wife, but they always call the woman he cheats with the home wrecker. Because men are always right. You know that, especially when we're wrong. Dra agrees with me 100% on this. In fact, this is it was her idea for me to say this in the monologue.
She wrote it out.
Listen.
And printed it.
Luis just took the opportunity while I left the room to say whatever he said there. And all I know is I heard something about men are always right.
Yes.
That's all I heard, and I disagree. I don't know what you were talking about before.
Because you see, I mean, men cheat and, we all cheat. And the ones who
Oh, are you
the
talking
ones who
about
don't
cheating?
cheat are damn liars. They all
Is
cheat.
it treated as a result of the cafe patron?
Yeah. Because you missed the whole thing.
Oh, well,
with
no.
the
When I was leaving, I heard that Louise had sex on Monday night.
Yes. And it would have been Tuesday night too. I said, well, I had to work late, so I couldn't. But anyway.
And then you had cafe patron that
Yeah.
day.
It would be kind of hard doing that with a diarrhea. Anyways, so really and truly, men cheat on their wives. It's, society forgives us. The women that we cheat with always the homewreckers, But really and truly, the real demon in this whole thing of men cheating on their wives is the divorce lawyer the wife hires. That's the real demon here, Geez, so you make a mistake, take half our shit, really? Come on.
I think Chris Rock have a new special on Netflix that he's talking about. He's talking about all the infidelity he had in his
I saw it. It was real good. And he addicted to porn.
Yeah, he addicted to porn.
Yeah.
Cheated his wife like 3 times, and he's talking about it in his special and thing. Yeah, real normal.
Yeah.
This is my thing. Unless you're married for a real long time.
He was married for long, 20 years.
So
No, it
yeah,
wasn't
so
3
to
times.
me-
He said Tiger Woods cheated on his wife for 3 years. Which he said, Jesus Christ, you're Tiger Woods cheating only 3 times is like you're
Yeah.
a saint.
That's a lie, because Tiger Woods is like 19 times or something
No,
ridiculous.
it was
No.
19 women. Maybe, and it was over a certain period of
Well,
time.
it was Chris Rock who said he
Chris Rock?
cheated 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah, nah. Chris Rock, Tiger Woods had a lot of women. But the thing is, to me, if you're doing if you're not married for that long, if the relationship is finished, if there was an actual joint, if you all actually didn't share a lot, if you all both had like separate bank accounts, separate holdings and dealings and shares and interests, just sign that document and just walk away with what you have. Like, there's no need for whole divorce.
Understand?
You want to have
Throwing
everything
out
you
something.
have.
Half of everything, and then some.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, did I mention Carnival Tuesday? I tried to, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was cafe patroned. And I was on the truck and I tried to jump and I fell on my ass. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Luckily, I was able to break my fall with everybody who was standing on the truck. It was really strategically placed. I just fell on them. It was a nice surprise for them, I think. The band leader falling on them. That was pretty, but it was the dumbest idea. What to jump off a moving truck? Really? Not too smart.
They're not moving fast.
No, but still. And it was. And after that, I was leaving. I was driving home after a Tuesday evening, after all that drama, and we shut the band down. And I passed through one of the end of an all-inclusive band. I'm going to say which all-inclusive band it was. But I had this huge lowboy trailer. It had to be longer than 40 feet. And it was built double-decker style. Where you have rows of people below and on top. And everybody on top of this truck, I was like, are you playing mass? You're not playing mass. Go home if you don't want to play mass. But, it was poetic justice. I'm now watching this truck pass and going, look at these assholes. You're up on a truck playing. We are nothing like that. And it is ridiculous.
But there's a lot of floats business happening in general.
Just
in
a bunch of people stand on the truck
Posing.
drinking and posing.
Because
and,
this is carnival now, it's a lot of this.
yeah, it's just.
That's everything now.
No, but it's just so
There's a lot of
ridiculous to
that.
have a whole trailer full of people. I mean, if you can't play mass, go home. If you're tired, go home. It's just so ridiculous. And all them this time, they're like a bunch of zombies. And the funniest thing is that the truck right by the French Street corner, because they were coming across Rocky Road, jam our hard brakes, and everybody in the truck just went pelting forward. And then he take off and they went pelting back the next way. It was so funny to see this from a distance. It was like, wow, I was just saying how stupid this idea was, and there it played out in front of me as I was thinking it. It was almost like if I goat mouthed them. So, if you really want the carnival experience to be you getting pelted around in a truck, just take
like
jump on any PTSC bus. Huh?
Kendall, see if you can pull up this picture.
Kendall.
But Louise,
That's
it.
you had Trevor Noah in your band and you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
That's how it was?
Like what?
House Tush Girl is watching.
Yes, exactly like that. It's some gear.
That is hilarious. That's from
I just
Twilight.
find that whole idea of being on top of this truck all day posing so ridiculous. I mean, go the fuck home.
You
What-
could have
what
told
you
me
doing?
that I would have played in your band if you had told me Trevor Noah was going to be in your band.
I think
He
Superwoman.
was in a few bands.
Yeah, Superwoman too. And
I don't care about anybody else but Trevor Noah, dog. What the hell?
So it was fun. It
I
was
like
a
his
good
show.
time.
I think his show is pretty good.
So Carnival has done, and that's it. My ears is still buzzing from Carnival days. Yeah, my girlfriend can't shut up about what I did.
About because you got had sex on Monday night and it wasn't with her.
No, she doesn't know exactly. Well, now she knows it, but
I want to know how that guy died from getting reversed on.
He was dancing by the truck apparently, and then the truck was trying to do something and reverse. And
But them truck reverse so
we
fast.
don't-
Why nobody else?
I
why
have
you
reverse
dancing?
trucks again. Normally, you clear, you make sure behind the truck clear before you reverse.
But why you dancing so
Jacka.
close to the truck though?
I was saying the truck is not like the truck reversing fast.
Yeah, but still, normally you have the
And
security clear the back.
Yeah, but some bands I guess was security.
But I have carts behind my truck, so I know I have to go and make sure the carts back up. So maybe because that issue for me, I have back trucks. So it's not a thing you really want to do Carnival Monday and Tuesday. It's a very difficult and
But
dangerous
they
prospect.
try to always. I mean, I think there was a time where fellas was getting rollover trucks regular, and so then they started putting all the almost like caging around the ends of the truck so it couldn't fall under there, like a lot of little roadies and stuff. There were a couple of years where it was like a regular occurrence.
But you had jackasses too, you try
Right.
and run on
and
the truck, eh?
and then like fellas hanging on to the side of the truck and slip off and the truck roll over them and stuff. So for it to happen now, I found was weird. But
and-
ever since then, every truck I see, they have security clearing.
Yeah, we have security,
Even the
correct.
sides of the truck when the
Correct.
trucks are made, bending corners and all that sort of thing.
And
So I
rollover
found-
from
yeah.
a truck on you is a slow rollover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that truck,
That
that's
not even like a truck.
that's a whole
Yeah, it open
squash
before
and
you.
squelch, like long time and had that chewing gum with the whatever liquid in the middle.
Bubbaloo,
I get
Something like-
I get my foot rollover at Carnival truck.
Nah,
already.
boy, nah.
But that man died. That's heights. That's real heights. As a tourist too, an old tourist, he was like 65 or something.
So guys, so let's get. By
I
the way,
just-
if you had a great carnival, want to hear about your carnival experience,
Yes,
please
and tell us in the comments.
tell us. Yeah, because we want to mark your business.
Yeah,
So,
and good night to Boston. And Daryl,
good night,
that's
Boston.
okay
Oh,
that
I
you're
want to say
late.
a good night
USA.
going. Huh?
USA.
No.
Ryan Phillip. Ryan, thank you so much. You're always locked on.
Kara and the stuff that foolishness. Talking, he feel it like that black song Hulk.
Yeah.
He's like, he feels like rah. All right.
All right, so let's get into the headlines. So we had a small battalion of heavily armed soldiers and police were deployed in, of course, in Charlotte Street. But actually, it was the corner of Charlotte and Observatory Street, right by the gas station. There was at least one of the places we saw. But you have a video on it. And actually, this video, I've had many videos, but this video actually was very well recorded. It seemed like somebody professionally had done it. Picked it up, got it off of Facebook. Lee played from, so we get an idea what went on. But I want you to pay attention. You see it? You see it? None of the other videos had police was right. Police getting on. They getting on.
Wait, look, watch.
But watch how he get away. Look how strong he is. He ain't no skinny. He ain't no skinny, hungry fella that protesting because he can't eat. You understand? And look, they really have no crowd,
What is
They
that
made
flying up
this
in the
thing
air? You saw that? You saw that thing fly up in the air? Something fly up in the air just now. Look. What is
Like a
that?
baton or something.
I know what that is. But then now, so this one get away, and then they run up inside. But I think the camera was getting a little bit scared here. Watch. The whole heat. Yes, I'm hard slap.
Give me a serious wedgie there, boy.
And they put him up the road. You understand? But if you look at him. He ain't skinny. He not hungry. You understand? I said, they're starving for food. None of them there I see hungry. And the crowd, very, very small. It was a very small crowd. The reason I want to draw this to your attention is that these people do not represent the vast majority of the population that live in the Laventon Mova area, in Gonzales and Belmont. You understand? These people are really sponsored terrorists. That's what they are. They only come out when they arrest the gangsters. You understand? So, and I hear politicians, and especially wannabe politicians, especially one particular shit snake, when I talk about, these poor people, because these politicians, they want to make excuses for these people's behavior. You understand? No. It was no big crowd. It was maybe 60 people I see there. How much thousands of people living up inside there was in their home, doing the right thing, behaving, being law-abiding.
Packing lunch kit for the children in the
understand?
primary school at the corner to go
Exactly.
to school.
You understand? So don't vote for a second thing that these criminals, because all of them is criminals out on that street. You understand? That making mess because they've been sponsored, paid off by the blasted gangsters that are being arrested to cause corruption. Don't think for a second that these people represent the Mova Lavantil people. You understand? There are plenty good law-abiding people inside there who are afraid, who being terrorized by these same assholes that coming out on the road. You understand? So don't give me no bullshit. I'm sorry the police van didn't run over some of their ass. You understand? Power to the police. Job well done. But you know what? Where's our in-between? Why we don't have tear gas and riot shields and cattle prods? You know cattle prod tasers?
Rubber bullets.
Yeah, rubber bullets. Yeah. Well, how come we know we just have to deal with this shit all the time? Why it is all we have is guns? So we have nothing. We have nothing to escalate. You're supposed to have riot gears. You could escalate to shooting somebody. Man, I don't really care when your ass gets shot, you know. But, you know, come on. You have to learn from what's going on internationally. You have your riot shields. You have riot gear. Police station like Bessemer Street Police Station and all them supposed to have gear. They're just, you know what I mean? All the tear gas bombs and everything. So, you know, God, let me get smart now. So that when these assholes come out, we could give them a less than lethal punishment for their behavior.
Like the rando jackass who empty the garbage in the road.
He
For what? For
we
what?
watched the video on that.
Why?
They didn't have
Empty
nobody
out the
around the
whole
truck.
garbage truck.
Who was threatening him? They had nobody
They
around
had
the truck.
nobody there. Only one woman come out after
And she walked off,
rain
yeah.
and thing. And she wasn't even taking on that. She just emptied the garbage in the middle of the road.
It's called mob mentality. You understand? This was a very small crowd. And, you know, Fitzgerald Hines and all said that anytime they have murders inside, they're killing children, they do whatever, they don't come out. These gangsters, these people that they're watching or they're protesting are backing up these gangsters that are running legitimate homeowners out of their public housing. You understand? I tell you, I had a girl who known her for many years who had a place in Chumakak. You understand? Them mother-ass gangsters and them just turn on their own. They go in there and bust up all the cars of all the innocent residents that living in the plannings in Chumakak, mash up all the cars, and then fire up bullet in all the houses, run all them out and then take it over. So you know what? Now the government, we taxpayers paying to mine gangster and whoever gangster want to put in the government housing. You understand? So don't for a second. And you see, all you could see what you want, how they poor, and they're hungry. I hear one say, they're hungry, they're starving. No, not these people. They are gangsters. You understand? And you could, all you want, because you know what? You all say all this crap. Only reason being is not the truth, because you all want them, hopefully, to vote for you. They ain't voting, they're voting PNM. So you can say what you want. You understand? But I know I can tell the truth, because I don't give a ass who they're voting for. All right? And that's the goddamn truth. All right, next. What's the next one?
Well, you gotta go real quick now.
Yeah, go real quick because I know I was gonna spend plenty time on that.
The next story is the voice notes.
All right. So we're talking about the officer, and we were talking about this just before coming on the air, and everybody said, "Let's check their license."
No, everybody was talking about it, and it so happened that today I went to conduct some business, like actual business, and I had to provide 2 forms of identification. I went home, girl, photocopy my driver's license. She's like, "It's expired." So when I had to go rush down to St. James, and I want to big up St. James licensing because I was
Good
in
job.
and out in 15 minutes. No hassle. Everybody was polite.
St. James always good, yeah.
It was I mean, they had signs. You knew exactly where to go, what to do, how much it costs for the 2 options, whether it's 5 years or 10 years. I mean, it was awesome, and I was able to go and conduct my business afterwards. When I got home and I told my mother what happened, she said, well, every Saturday when we were younger, they had a whole group of them used to lime, right? Must be about 8 to 10 couples used to go and lime every Saturday with the children and thing. And one of them talking about how her car got wrecked, and she was real vexed. And when she going now to collect her vehicle, she pelted she driver's license, man. Hold on, I want my car. And when they check the driver's license, the police officer say, ma'am, I don't know what to tell you, but this license here expire. So everybody was like, serious? They laugh up and thing and whatever. So the husband say, yeah, when she reach home and tell him, he said his own was expired too. So the other 8 couples now, everybody gone. everybody license had expired except for them two who just went and renewed theirs. So everybody go and check your license and make sure you're driving with
we did a check
license.
tonight because a lesson to be learned for what took place with Howard Chinley's wife on the highway. To me, I just found it was kind of blown way out of proportion. I mean, it's a traffic violation. Whether or not, I mean, I can't see what action Howard took. I think the police officer shouldn't have gone on Facebook, and I think it's unprofessional, but I guess with her right to do it. But whether I thought was a good move, no. But it seemed to me she was being lenient. Because she could have come down harder on the situation.
Apparently, she was supposed to arrest her on the spot because she's not supposed to be able to drive the vehicle.
Look, that's what I got arrested for.
Without the insurance.
That's correct.
She was supposed to arrest her on the spot and the car should have been wrecked.
But you see, even if she had insurance, and what people don't realize, and there's a fact, even if you have valid insurance but your license expired, you're driving without insurance.
Your insurance is no longer valid.
Yes, because the insurance will not cover you if your license is expired. And that's no. I got arrested for that. And I had a valid driver's permit and a driver's and license, but because I didn't have the L's out of my bike, it nullified all of that.
Because apparently driving without your license is not a ticketable offense. It's the insurance is what has caused all the
issues.
Drama. Correct. And the issues. So you have to, and so the insurance is no longer, if the license is not valid, your insurance is not valid. If your insurance is not valid, you're getting locked up.
Correct.
So yeah.
So I think the police officer sort of handled that part of it easily. I mean, as far as what happened when they reached back to the police station, whether Howard had accosted her or come upon her, I don't know. It's her version.
But why is the insurance? Why is the hard copy of the insurance? Why is the insurance certificate not in the car? Because it has to be in the car. All this soft copy bullshit.
He probably went and get it. I mean, probably. I'm not saying that's true. Maybe. He went and got, because normally, I tell you honestly, when you have company cars, they renew them automatically. And my insurance companies actually deliver it first. But sometimes they will have it there. I have to send in the driver to get it, you know. But if you have cars at an insurance company, normally they will just renew it and bill you. It's standard. So maybe it more likely it was there, especially cars were in a company name, which I'm probably sure they are. And Howard probably just had to go and pick it up and carry it there. As far as how he behaved when he got there, I don't know.
No, from the voice notes, the alleged behavior of the driver of the vehicle saying was a big deal and all of that, I have a problem with that. If you're in violation of the laws, you have to do what the officer says. Yeah. And the officer actually giving you a bly, allowing you to drive convoy because you shouldn't get arrested.
She could arrest you.
She could arrest you. So I mean, the big deal is that you getting a bly and you need to cool it. Yeah. So
I mean, I find it's a big hullabaloo about nothing. I think it's more about what Howard Chinley's position was or is or may contrive to be.
Darren Buddha and stop letting everybody know that you breaking the law around the place, please.
Right, but check your driver's license because it's a kind of common thing that happens. Do we have time for more, or we have to move on to?
We could probably squeeze in one more, half a story.
Half a
headline. So pick which one you want.
All right, so let
me do the Dwight York. Really?
Hey, yeah. What's going on with that Dwight York thing?
Hell?
Dwight, what's his story, man? I mean, I guess.
I heard rumors that there was financial difficulty. Like a while ago, right? I mean, that's the thing. These fellas, they sign these big contracts, and it's not just the ones here, right? All these sports guys, and they just don't think about anything
that they do. Proper financial planning.
There's no financial planning. There's no actual financial advice, and then they go sticking their dick around the place and become like dropping sperm around the place and getting girls pregnant and had to pay child support.
Yeah,
in his case, he also has to pay extensive medical bills, and
it's fair money, but you know,
it's
I am vexed because anybody could hit a bad patch. You know, you make some bad investments, you lose, but you know, you can't be dodging, but you have to. You have to be proactive. Go to people. If you're owing their money, I mean, whoever finds itself in that position, I've had myself in that position before. You go there and say, hey, what? This was my payment plan. Things get tough. I want to renegotiate the payment plan, but you can't just ignore people. You know, you have to go proactive. And normally, if you go to banks, and this is a good recommendation for anybody because we're going through tough times now in Trinidad. If you like your credit cards or your bank, whoever it is you're dealing with, you can't go into them and tell them, be honest with them and tell them and work out a payment plan. Ignoring the problem is the worst thing to do. And that's exactly what Dwight did. I was surprised that he wasn't more
Because
proactive.
he was owing money to suppliers and people. And he went and borrowed money. I don't know if this guy is his friend, this chutney guy, Star. I don't know if it's his friend. Borrow money from him to pay off loans and now end up with this big
Yeah, but
extra debts.
it's an embarrassing thing to
It is an embarrassing thing, and I think part of it too is he has these all-inclusive events in Tobago,
yeah.
and he has them sometimes. I mean, he
They
had
used to do
usually
well,
has-
but I get there's
yeah,
so much
so
competition
apparently
going on now.
there was one that didn't do well at all, and then he and Marshall fell out because he said Marshall was performing, and Marshall said, "Don't call up my name."
Yeah,
in
and he
your
and Marsha
thing."
was buddies, eh?
And then he said, "Don't
All that
call."
went down?
Yeah, Marshall
Yeah.
said, "Don't call up my name in your thing," and so he
He
can't
get
use.
they
went to court and thing.
What is it called?
Marshall take it to court?
Pre-action protocol letter. So but Marshall dropped the case. But Marshall tell him, don't call up my name for your events again. So for his event this time, he had like Bungie, Fayan, Cass,
But then Marsha
Iowa,
performed the same night to another venue.
and Marshall performed somewhere
shit.
else.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
well,
so I think the party bus.
I think I'm not too sure if the party is
But
called.
they didn't make money.
And the previous party didn't make money. I think his parties haven't been doing as
when,
well
when
as
you
he would
check his,
expect.
when you check his net worth online, it's 25 million US.
You know what it is right now? I think I saw it like £2. So don't laugh that. I won't laugh at the man because that is a hurtful, painful thing to have to be. I was reading that somewhere. That was his net worth right now. Because I think somebody tried to him a bankruptcy or something in England.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So this has been going for a while. And you know what? I don't like to laugh at people misery because you know.
Darren Budan, we could talk about that on Tuesday.
Yes, we could do that.
We could talk about that on Tuesday.
But you know, I'm not making fun of anybody misery because I could damn well find myself there. Anybody in this country in the next 2 years coming could find themselves in that position. You know, it's just, you know, you need to be proactive and you need to go to the people that you're doing business with, especially with the what's his name again? It was Chatalal.
I thought it was a woman he was owing money.
No, it was
Chatalal
Chatalal
was the gentleman's name.
His name is Chatalal, yeah. He's a chutney soca monarch.
Yes,
Naval.
he was good enough in good faith to lend his money apparently
Yeah.
without any kind of
$250
collateral.
million.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the interest
250,
I find was
yeah.
kind of high, but I guess if it's unsecured, $50,000 to be paid back in addition to the 250 over a 3-month period was the deal. But it was unsecured, I'm assuming. And I mean, I'm sure, and I think he did renegotiate the payments once because I think he paid him $50,000.
Eventually, on
And
December 20th, after receiving a $50,000 interest from York, he agreed to give York some more time to pay off the debt in full, and after some more back and forth with York and not getting the money owed to him, he sought legal resource.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it was really down there. My steward this.
But when he went to court, he was on January 15th, where York was invited to amicably settle the matter.
See, but then afterwards, he didn't respond to the letters that were sent to him.
But
the legal
perhaps he was
letters.
trying to wait because that date is before Carnival, and I think maybe he was hoping that his party might have done better.
Yeah, well, you should have called and said, look, better, I have a party coming up. Let me see what happened in the party. After the party, but
I mean, I totally
You
agree
know,
with you, but I mean,
you have to,
people
but you see,
don't-
because if you, the trouble is, what people don't realize, is even if you sue a man and he don't have the money, you can't get pennies in, you got to settle up pennies in. It is always better to work out some kind of, and not only for the person who is the debtor, but you know, you go to somebody and try to work out a reasonable plan to pay. If it go to court, you could tell the judge, look, it's not like I tried to run from a debt, you know. I went to the man, I said, look, I can't make the payments. Could I do this? The court would recognize that you're making efforts to try and pay it off, you know. And they can't get blood from a stone. It's money. You know, Dwight is not a criminal. He ain't commit no crime, you know. He just find himself in some financial difficulty. So Dwight, my heart goes out to you. I understand how tough things could be. You know, just have to be proactive. Still have time, go and talk to him, work out some kind of deal, you know. And that would be my recommendation. And to anybody, because we have some tough years coming ahead of us. So.
All right.
All right.
So,
we gotta drop the rest.
Our guest is gonna come in.
Yes, please, by all means. We waiting.
Kendall, let him go. Hello.
How you
Come
going?
inside.
Go.
Yeah.
How you going?
How are you?
Okay.
Pleasure to meet
This
you.
is Louise and this is Lee.
You know this? Very good. Long time.
Oh, you know him?
This is
Yeah.
your mic.
How does all our guests use know?
Well, I know your name for a while now. This is the first time I'm actually meeting you in person, actually. Yeah.
He's the photo Sarah. Long time.
Oh, yeah, cool.
He's do photos for you
No, but his ex.
Our old friend.
and old
That
friends.
is not a story, Jolie. That's alone.
So how are you? How's
So,
the
guys-
carnival?
Carnival was okay.
You worked for the carnival? You had
I didn't really work, but I enjoy walking around and enjoying the sights for myself, deciding what I want to take pictures of. That's more exciting for me. than
Oh, no,
working
we
for
should
Carnival.
talk about. Tell everybody what you do, what your profession is. And
My name is Kieran Riley. I'm
Don't bang the table.
Oh, you're banging the table.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're not allowed.
Okay, sorry.
You wanna lean back,
Okay,
you
okay.
can lean back.
My name is Kieran Riley. I'm a fashion and lifestyle photographer. Originally from Trinidad. I work out of Amsterdam, Holland right now. And I'm here for Carnival and a little bit more.
So how long you been in Amsterdam?
I've been in Amsterdam 2 years and actually 2 years in Poland.
All right, cool. Why
So-
Poland though?
Because
Yeah, Andrew, why?
he knocked off a girl and stuff. No, okay, no. His daughter's Polish.
I have a Polish daughter.
His daughter's Polish,
Yeah,
so he went to Poland and
to be a father,
to be a dad.
be closer to my kids.
Alright,
so.
that's cool, that's
and
cool.
then they moved to
Yeah, 'cause
Amsterdam.
I have a Russian girlfriend, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
In Ukraine, actually.
You know what must be done.
Yeah.
So I traveled on outside a couple of times.
Yeah, so Poland for 2 years, which was interesting, being the only black man for miles and miles
Yeah,
and
but-
miles
Yeah,
and
I no
miles.
joke, because when I go to Ukraine, I saw like 2 black people and I was in the airport.
You have to understand,
Must
many
have been
times.
real overwhelming. Eh?
Yeah, because many time I see somebody and I say to my girlfriend, is that guy black? And she's like, no, he's not black. He's just tan. And I'm like, oh.
But I tell you, as a trainee, custom being around, and I'm not black, but custom being around black, it was weird for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
because
there's
you're
no-
dark, you're
you know,
brown, you brown.
Yeah, but I would say, but accustomed being around black people.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, to be feeling strange. I can imagine.
It is a very strange feeling. When I saw my first black person in months, I remember seeing him from across the street. And I'm like,
Like,
How was he reacting?
and he was like doing these same things. He's tapping his girlfriend.
look at that. Look at
And I'm like, he's black. He's black. And he literally ran across the stage and he ran across the street and he hugged me. And I'm like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Nigeria. And I was like, Trinidad. And he's like, wow, bro. It was strange, but it was nice.
But do they treat you any kind of way though? They just
I heard horror stories while I was there, but
Right.
I haven't experienced anything. Honestly, people don't know how to react. Yeah, I can't say it's racism or they hate or anything. They just
It's
do not
ignorance, eh?
know what to do.
That is
For instance, if I
ignorance,
walk down the street and I say hi to somebody, they were like, oh,
Yeah, because they're not like that. They're very serious. They don't say hello.
Okay, not to interrupt you, but Karen lived in Maryland for a long time, so that is the accent.
oh yeah, oh sorry.
does he have haters? Your Chinese hate when I Trinidad
Listen,
they're
people,
talking with
people
the
on
American
here,
accent or something.
people on here. What accent is that?
Oh no, this is me. Sorry guys.
Yeah. Hard luck, hard
No,
luck.
I did not even pick up on that, to be honest.
Yeah, my I left Trinidad when I was 9 years old, and I never came back till about when most people knew me in the market here, which is about 7
boy.
years ago.
No,
And
that's
then I
longer
left.
than
Longer than that?
You came back. You would have been here. You
see.
came back in 2009.
And I stayed how many years? Like about 4
And then you
years?
left-
3 years?
You left in 2014.
2014, yeah. But I always had an accent. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, because
Can't
you lived
help
in
it.
Maryland
But he
and
was
that's
like
where
that
you
when he
studied.
came back from England. When he first came back.
Strong English accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I mean,
can't help
real
that.
bad English too. I needed an English to English dictionary to understand. Trainee English was better than English he used to speak. You know, because they have this kind of way when English talk, instead of saying like, okay, the proper English would be say water. Is it water?
Oh, so you were one
Yeah,
of those
so that
that
it
be
was
like,
kinda-
oh God. When it used to be good.
Like
People
what?
be
I just like, what the
um,
fuck are
But
you
I
saying?
thought I
couldn't
worked
understand half the
Right.
words he
People
was
used to be
saying.
like, whatever. People be like, you're right. It's like, what?
I thought I worked pretty hard to lose my accent. I thought I was
No,
doing
it's
well.
Still, it's still no, Karen.
Oh, gee, thanks.
It's
But
there.
I want to talk about, well, besides your work that you do in Amsterdam, you work as a photographer there.
Yeah, I have a studio now.
So like, what do you do? Like, mostly artistic stuff, or just fashion
Yeah,
photography?
mostly what I do over there is more commercial and fashion photography for different brands over there. It's kind of basically the same I should do here, just on a bigger scale there. My studio is open. It's right downtown Amsterdam. Like I live in the red light district, so I'm right. It's pretty busy. Yeah, and it's just fashion, lifestyle. Lots of
But you find, I always find that now with the advent of all the photoshopping and stuff, do you find you have to do much manipulation to your shots? So
It
you try to do
depends.
it as little as possible.
the funny thing over there, they like very little. But if necessary, I would, depending on the level of edits they want, I will send it to the editor. It's best to let them deal with it. But most of the time over in Europe, they want to keep that sense
So
of
you
it's
don't
real.
normally do your own. You would just Simon devote.
I could, but it depends on the level. If you want that plasticky look, I send it somewhere.
Right.
But I rarely ever get requests for those. So, but most of my work I'll sit down
I
and myself.
find Europeans and the whole tend to go for the more natural look than in the States. States
Yeah,
more fake and more, fake boobs, fake everything, and a lot of women I find in Europe, and especially in Eastern Europe, they're not really big into so many. I find the breast implants
I
and all
find
that.
a lot of the pictures, like a lot of the portraits that you take, the what some people might call flaws, or like even like, because there's this one girl in particular, she had a whole bunch of freckles. Is what actually is the beauty of the
But there's
people,
a model
which you see.
has that. What do they call the?
Well, what's in style now is people's flaws.
Yeah.
People they want. I wouldn't say
But
ugly models, but they want models
They
that
want
have
real
stuff that stands out. Whether you
The
have
popular model is lacking pigment on her face.
Oh yeah, and she's
um,
big.
She's,
She's
I
huge.
can't remember her name right now, but she's done a lot of modeling.
There's lots of them right now. They're actually going to Africa in a village somewhere and finding them. It's like, we'll take you. Come.
We want your imperfections.
We want to nurture you.
That's pretty cool.
So you manage a apartment building for foreigners.
Yeah, well, other than having my studio, which I run over there, I have basically it's like an apartment building, which I Airbnb out to guests, people coming to Amsterdam, and that's pretty busy.
I guess you know my stuff, so when I come to visit.
Oh yeah, definitely come true because we are right in the heart of the red light.
Yeah,
district.
you're right.
Literally,
This
right?
is
So
my
I'll be
favorite-
talking to
my
Karen on
favorite,
FaceTime. I'm not even lying. Karen and I would talk on FaceTime, and he would turn his computer around, and both of us would be looking
We would
into
spend
windows.
hours watching
But-
John's coming out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'd just be
Intra,
talking.
look,
He'd be like,
look,
Intra, watch.
Cool.
He'd be like, look, this fella trying to talk to us through the window. And we laughing at people, and because we literally out his window.
They actually have them on display, like
Well,
you can choose what you want. Is that true?
The way it works, because most people don't really know. Okay, when you see a window on TV, you see a picture of the red light district and the girls in window. That's actually the door to go into the room itself.
Serious?
Yeah, it's not like you go into a back
Right.
room and nobody sees you going in there. No, she opens that door and the glass window and she says, "Hey, you want to come in?" And you go in there and that's it.
And you fuck right there.
Yeah, she draws the curtain. When you see the curtain drawn, that
So you're
means
like,
business
okay,
is going on.
all right.
And normally
Kinky?
it has normally it has a sink and a bed. By the way, my experiences, not from experiences, is because I lived there,
But don't worry, I will fill you in any gaudy details when I go.
No, but yeah, that's basically it. You either want a BJ for €20 or you want 20 minutes of €50.
How much TT is that, boy?
That's
how much charge you
500.
They do it. Is there a price for that? I mean,
Well, whatever you like,
You know.
it's there in the red light district. Whether you're into boys, girls, transvestites, or whatever, you'll find.
we have
that.
transvestites, too.
Oh yeah, that's the first place I had to take my friends.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
No, because
Ah!
I had a friend visit me from Saudi Arabia, and you know how it is over there. So this was like her awakening. She's
Yeah.
like, "Wow, look!" And I took her there, and she's like, "Wow, she's so pretty. I just want to take her and save her from here." And I'm like,
She happy.
"Look, do you see the balls?" And she's like, "Balls?" And then when she looked down, she see the huge ball sack that's sticking out there, and she's like, "Oh."
But I've told people, I've spoke about this because I have a little bit of experience in because St. Martin, I have business and a house and whatever across there, and over there because they're a province of Holland. Right,
That's right,
prostitution, it's not like how you have it
No.
when you shop, but they have legalized prostitution brothels that you can go to, and they have rights. They are people in our semester. They have these illegal brothels here in Trinidad, where which is human trafficking. The girls that I know across there, they work a circuit. They have rights. They have to have.
Yeah, they have to
medicals,
pay taxes.
yes,
You have to
and
go
everything.
have the test. And
Nobody
everything.
can take your passport away from you because they stop that now.
Nope.
So I had a rant one day on my show saying that Trinidad actually, by having prostitution illegal, is supporting human trafficking.
Wow, I never thought about it that way, but that's true.
We are supporting human trafficking by not legalizing it. These women are doing it by choice. They have medical plans. That these girls, and I have made friends with many of them over the years. I mean, friends. We have on Facebook. We talk and whatever. They come up and they get a work permit for X amount of months,
Mm-hmm.
and then normally I think you have to stay away for a year and then they could come back. But they have rights and they do this as a job, and they have their husbands and families. They send money to girls from Europe that come there from Ukraine, from Poland, from all over.
And honestly, living in that area, I have never heard of any problems with issues with girls. The most problem I think they might have, a drunk guy may not want to leave.
Right.
But other than that, we don't hear about issues and stuff like that. And I have a lot of friends actually work in the business also.
So as I said, it's not as seedy as it is here in Trinidad, where these girls.
Remember, we have a schizophrenic culture where people could, like Kendall could go and play Juve, and Kendall could lie down, as he said, and Gil could just come and whine on him. And they get on and they
but that's
behave
like a
how they
dance.
want or whatever. No, exactly. But you could behave like that for 2 days in the road where everyone can see you. But then for the rest of the
You say
year,
that our moral compass
yeah,
is...
we schizophrenic
We have
in
no
that
moral high
way.
ground to be judging.
We are schizophrenic. You can behave like that. You could have a whole Instagram profile with your ass outside and part like everybody wondering how you live.
True.
Your lips
Good
don't
point.
drop off the side of your bikini. You could have all of that. But then nobody could talk about you and you don't have sex and you too posh for that. And according to his picture, everybody too stush, right?
Yeah.
If people just stop that shit and you are here because 2 people had sex and you have 2 children because you had sex and just fucking move on and stop pretending like we don't be doing that.
Sexing.
But
Yeah,
you
like,
find the
stop
system works...
pretending like we
okay, like
don't
for
do
instance,
it.
they also have legalized marijuana, is it?
Yes, we do.
How does it work there?
Karen probably doesn't have to buy any because people just have to leave their marijuana behind.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but because you're not supposed to have a large stash.
You have like a joint maybe or...
But I know a friend of a friend who has like a bucket case, kind of like, it's legal. I mean, you could buy it whenever you want. You could smoke it whenever you want. I think the rules is you must not have more than 11 plants in your house. So you could grow your own.
That's a lot too, man.
You could grow your own plants.
Right.
So I remember visiting my friend. Went to
But you
his-
could like walk down the street and smoke it, or you have to be like in certain areas, you have to be indoors or...
You can smoke wherever you want. Just don't
never
smoke
caused
it by
no
schools or anything like that. You don't really have any issues. Guys, I can't even find anything. I mean, I'm not a major smoker. Most of the time when I have it for friends when they come to visit.
Right.
But no, you can smoke it, do whatever you want.
I'm not a big man. Because only problem is I used to one time, but now I smoke. I want to eat everything out. It don't work for me anymore.
But then the police don't really stress you too much. Also, no. Like, we have weed is legal, but we have other stuff like there's cocaine use, there's mushroom use, there's.
But that stuff is legal or that's not legal?
It's not legal, but
they don't really hound
they're
you.
not gonna hound you down on it. I mean, like for instance,
So therefore, it's not a real problem. So people
not a problem.
It's not.
Because,
It doesn't
it's-
encourage things like crime and. Are those
It's the
things
same thing
easily
as the Martin,
cigarettes?
eh?
You want to know what my main crime problem is in Amsterdam? Guess. What could my main
Robbery?
No, his guess is fight and thing downstairs. Karen is trying to be running long 2 o'clock in the morning, busting a fight from when he came back.
Drunken behavior, old boy.
That's friends, people having fun. But my most crime thing is
something.
bike stealing.
Oh, serious?
Bike stealing.
Bike stealing, yeah. I have never had anything stolen from me ever. Not even school until I went to Amsterdam and somebody stole my bike. And that sounds like a big deal, but everybody rides a bike
I can
to
understand,
get
yeah.
where they're going.
Yeah,
so a
correct.
bike is like a car.
It was locked up?
Dude, I still this he left the lock.
Oh, serious?
Get the bike out and leave the lock.
And we're not talking about a little lock. We're talking about a thick chain.
Wait.
My nice 400 euro bike that I
Wow, man.
Wow.
could have cried.
Jeez, I mean,
But crime is not really. I mean, we have pickpocketing. We worry about pickpocketers. Like I always tell my guests, when you come here and you go outside, no matter how nice they are, how pretty they are, hold your wallets. Be careful of that stuff.
that's true anyway.
But we don't have any major crime. There's no really shooting or gun violence or even. If
You walk down the road all hours in the night?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny when you go on dates and stuff, right? You know, you want to walk your date home. You finish a date in Amsterdam. It could be how dark that street is. You say bye, and she going her way, and you go away.
I've
You
experienced.
don't have
that
to
too.
worry about her
Yeah.
not getting home because she will get home unless she went somewhere with your friends. But you don't have to worry about those kind of things. It's strange. I never thought I'd experience it like
as a
that.
Trinidadian, because you as a Trinidadian, your knee-jerk reaction is always that you want to be locked up in
And
a
it's
cage.
always fair. It's always fair.
It's
It's
always-
always fair. I remember a
And
time.
we are conditioned like that. We don't realize it, but we are now conditioned. Trinidadians are conditioned to be always aware of your surroundings and how you're locking up things because in Trinidad. it's
I'll
got
tell you
so
one
bad.
thing. For instance, when I leave Amsterdam, I go into little villages around the city. I remember walking the street and in a resident area, and one thing I noticed was nobody had curtains in their living rooms. You could literally walk down the street and look at your neighbors and see somebody watching TV, having dinner together. You could tell what everybody is doing. And nobody had a fear to say, let me pull the curtain and nobody see me.
Right.
It was none of that. That was kind of strange for me too. And I was like, ain't you going to pull the curtain? Like, you know, no.
People could see all what you have in your house,
People
dog.
can see what you have in your house.
People could see that big TV you have there. You can't put the TV on that bin because people
but
can see
that's
from the
It's so
road.
funny because just by coincidence, yesterday I was watching a documentary on Netflix, and it was dealing with Tupac and Biggie and that whole thing, right? And they were interviewing one of the guys. They went up to his apartment. He says, "Dude," and the guy was doing the interview, was asking him, I said, "But you have your curtains open?" He said, "No, my curtains normally closed. But if you look across there, all the white people living in the buildings across there, they don't have no curtains. You always see it into their apartments." They don't have a closer.
Even in the US, I'm always on guard, always aware. Even in the US, it took me a while to just
Relax.
I don't have to worry about somebody coming up to me or doing, which is strange. But hey,
And I remember in London at night, in the middle of the night, I decided down kind of close to where I live, there's a 24-hour, you know the 24-hour liquor stores that sell everything, right? I say to the person that I was living with, I feeling for ice cream. You feeling for ice cream? Yeah, get some beer and thing now. All right.
Some
So-
beer?
Dog, beer.
Ice cream? How you drop
No,
ice cream?
that person wanted beer.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, cool. I'll buy some.
Rum
I'll
and
buy some stock of some things, right? So this is. I was watching TV, binge watching Netflix. So I didn't realize the time until mankind stepped outside and it was real cool, right? So I started walk and I was like, the place so still. When I check my phone, it's 2:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I just started looking around. Just looking, nobody there. There's nobody. And I ran full speed to this 24-hour place. I'll buy all kind of shit we
And the
didn't
tune in
need.
your kick in.
And never buy the beers. I ended up buying 2 bottles of wine and something and never get the ice cream either because I just got so paranoid that I didn't want to be walking in
the
the
average
road.
person wasn't even going.
Yeah, they would run back. She run into the store.
He ran into the store still. Committed.
Yeah.
But it's a good point you made about the crime. I've always said, and I've told people, I remember one night going to dinner with a friend and a bunch of friends. And one of my friends are foreigner now living here in Trinidad, and she was saying that Luis, you're always paranoid about karma. About crime. Give yourself bad karma. I say, so when I park my car and I go, I leave me bad karma in the car because they busted my car, they thief everything. And then I ask everybody, and I say, ask when you go out with your friends. And you'll sit down to dinner, whatever, ask a Trinidadian, have you been a victim of crime in this country? And I guarantee almost 100% either you've been personally touched by crime or somebody close to you has been touched by crime. And unfortunately, this is what... I remember when I used to go to St. Martin a lot. And a lot of Dutch people across the island, because half Dutch, half French, you know. Even though it's a small island, it's kind of has a European feel to it with a tropical look.
Yeah.
You know. And they always used to tell me at first, when I first started going across there, but Carnival's always on their mind, and now they're killing each other across there now. But we have gone from being a country where Carnival was what people used to talk about whenever they said Trinidad and Tobago. They used to think Carnival. Now when you say Trinidad and Tobago, all they think of is crime. How we killing each other.
People like to use this excuse. It have crime everywhere. But it's the per capita we're talking about.
Yeah.
Though.
Hey,
You know?
I had a court case in Holland for one of my apartments, and I had to go show up in court to fight it. I remember this huge court building, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, crickets. I said to the lawyer, I was like, hey, where's everybody? Is it like a special holiday or something I don't know of? She said, no, this is how it is.
The normal day.
There was like 2 cases. So I'm like, where's the crime? She said, well, apparently they have some kind of system where they're fast, like cases don't really have to go to court, where the prosecutor itself could be like the judge and give you the option to either pay your fine, serve your thing one time, and most people choose to either serve the time or pay. And I'm like, so most cases don't really come to the courthouses itself. It's handled before.
Yeah, correct. So plea it out or come to an arrangement.
Yeah, but it was a huge, beautiful courthouse, and I'm just like, wow, architecture.
We need to borrow it. Bring it here. Because we
need
overcrowded.
we need a whole system.
Yeah.
Okay, so any comments? You have something scare on somebody went and stalked your profile and thought that it was lovely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Also, people now asking like, what's the cost of living like? And
Yeah,
stuff
that's a good question.
Well, all that nice living is expensive. I pay a lot of money in taxes.
Like how much should be on average? Because we complain to pay. I think we pay 25% or 30%.
I'm probably over 45, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
No, but you get a lot of stuff though. I mean,
Yeah.
you get your free healthcare and all these things too.
There's no such thing as free healthcare. Somebody's paying for it.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
paying taxes. I
Yeah.
mean,
Like an NHS equivalent.
that's a double-edged sword because my problem with Holland before they kick me out and healthcare is like I always feel like if my kid gets sick, I will throw my kid on a plane and fly back to Poland and get healthcare.
Oh, okay.
Because even though you have access to free healthcare, I always feel like the doctors are like a lower grade passage. It's like, hey, we're giving out degrees.
Right.
Many times I go to the doctor in Holland and I don't get a result. What's wrong with my kid? It's best for me to just fly to
Serious.
Poland. And I don't want to say it's bad, but I always feel
but
like I
yeah.
had a friend. She's paying all this money for doctor fees and everything. She go to her doctor and she can never see her doctor. She sees a student
Serious.
for a whole 2 months. And finally her parents from South Korea was like, you know what, come home. We'll send you to your doctor. And she had like a major liver
Wow.
thing happening. And so it's very
But in
tricky.
Poland is better.
Yeah, Poland is, man, the technology and everything is there.
Serious.
They're pretty efficient about it. I mean, sometimes I have to tell the doctor, maybe you don't have to give me so much pills.
Yeah.
But
In the Ukraine, I've seen well, everybody has a degree, but what is the quality of that degree, really and truly? What are the university standards? Because everybody goes to school and have these university degrees, but really and truly, like they always talk about these Cuban doctors. I don't, how could Cuba be so cutting edge when they have no friggin' money? They're still driving cars from back in the 1950s, And I always worry. I don't particularly like when I go to the doctors here to have a Cuban doctor working me because you know what? I feel like I prefer my Trinity doctor who study in the States, or study when UE, and because they have access to more advanced equipment if you go to St. Clair or something. Like even in our hospital here, people don't realize the general hospital here, they're great at trauma because they handle more the shootings. People don't realize we have like 3 or 4 killings a day here, but the amount of people that actually get shoot that don't make it.
Don't make it.
Yeah, that don't make it honest because they didn't get killed. You understand? They didn't die.
Yeah, you don't hear about those.
You don't hear about those.
So I would say Holland doctors, they're okay, but I think you get more love.
Yeah.
Much more special care.
You have a language barrier. Or you speak the
You speak
Polish
Dutch?
or-
I speak a little bit. I speak enough to get by.
Right.
But mostly they speak English though. I find-
I don't have to worry about English in Amsterdam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I mean, most people sound like this from California. Like actually, when I first went there, I was like, "Yo, how long you been here from the U.S.?" I'm from Maryland. And they're like, "I never been to the U.S." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, because
they learn English,
the
yeah.
English that they learn is American.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Or the teachers are American.
when they watch TV,
No, so the system, the program that they get is
It's
an
an English,
American
yeah,
English
program. Yeah.
program. So like I met a guy once when I was studying sound engineering, I met a guy from Brazil. So when he moved to London, so like he was saying stuff like clerk instead of clock and battery instead of battery
Right.
and all sorts of things. So then he realized that he learned American
Right.
but now he lives in the land of English. So he actually went and redid it.
There's a battery.
and also in Poland, when they watch TV, there's a guy talking over the So if you say it's, I see
Like
something, the guy will be translating it, and he be talking in Polish over these sounds. So people don't even read these subtitles, but in Holland they read, so it helps
Right.
them learn it faster. Like my daughter speak both Polish and Dutch and English.
That's good. The more the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We find a lot of people in Poland speak Russian too. 'Cause I found when I went to Ukraine, maybe because they're closer geographically to Russia, a lot of
Yeah, but you can't tell the
Ukrainians
difference.
speak. They're I mean,
Yeah, I get. I mean,
because they were part of USSR for a while.
I could pick up when somebody's from Russia or from Germany or even you could pick up the little accents when it's talking. And you could definitely tell the difference for sure. And it's actually Amsterdam is very diverse. It's very mixed. I mean, 1 million people in the most condensed city ever. You know what I mean? So it's pretty diverse and mixed. So you could always pick up the little accents and little things from there. So
That is like super cool.
Karen, want to tell you thanks for coming down the road,
it was fun. Actually, it's my first like Trini
Interview?
interview on a radio station kind of thing.
Oh,
I've
girl.
done many in Europe, but this is my first one home.
Yes.
Right.
How long are you here for?
I don't know. I'm just waiting until somebody pisses me off and I jump up and I go home.
Which is what happens.
Yeah.
He comes, he's like, no, I'm not too sure. I'm going to be here for a while. And the next thing you know,
then-
you get around
Fuck
to
this, I'm
a
going
message
home.
from Karen. Hey,
I go on. I can't stand this.
listen,
people.
I just jumped. I'm in transit, but I left. What happened, Karen? Nothing. All right.
You know how it is sometimes. You know, you
Someone is right,
sometimes
yeah.
upset you. Sometimes I see a train. It's awesome. There's many people in Amsterdam will give up anything to live here in the Caribbean, and then I come back here sometimes and I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. But then I see certain things they do, and I'm like,
I think it's really a good holiday place or a temporary period of time place, but
They do a little 6 months at a time
Yeah.
and then bust out.
yeah, and eat in bursts,
What?
in little bursts,
Yeah.
little bursts, and then
Oh,
Listen,
I was like, why are you telling us if you need to burst? Like, I don't need to know this. Dude, just so all of y'all who talking about how I know all of Karen business is because Karen is one of my best friends. So stop talking about how I was stalking him.
I know all the dirt.
Oh, got to
What
invite
you
you
wanna
back
know?
for a special. We gotta do a whole show on that. And,
No.
and I got secret show. We want to invite her.
You ever have that friend that
Well-
tries something and you just hold your head like, oh my god.
Karen gets those. Karen is the one that sometimes gets those calls. Be like, Karen and be like, intro is gonna and be like, and you just hear silence, right? Silence from Karen. You're like, Karen, he's like, intro. And you know he's doing this.
No.
And then there was once he was like, listen, you are never to talk about that again. Do you hear? I was like, okay. He's like, are you hearing me, Andrew? Listen to me. You are never to talk about that again. We're hanging up the phone now.
Andrew, what kind of wicked things you be up to, girl?
No, it was that was the that was the
what was
Yeah.
no, that particular thing was where I was and telling him about it. And he was like,
People like her when they come to Amsterdam, you just have to. I don't know if they let them loose.
oh, to hold their hand.
Oh, to
No,
hold
no,
their
no.
hand.
So you went
can't
to
go there.
Amsterdam?
No, I didn't
Thank
go. I was
God, not
supposed
yet.
to go and then
I wanna
just
go, I wanna go.
drama.
I want to go, for sure. Being in St. Martin and meeting so many, and apparently people told me that Hart is a very Dutch name. I've been, I said, but really Hart? I never really thought of it, and they said yes. Because I was there.
First one
I
that came
there,
here
it's,
was English, so I don't know.
you know.
So should we see in Amsterdam soon? Have you
Yes,
ready to
I
come?
really want to
Come
come
true,
up.
stay
Yeah.
at my
Because
place.
my next visit to maybe to the Ukraine, because I go to London and sometimes I hop a couple of different cities before I get there.
I think from England to Amsterdam is like 60 pounds or something.
60 pounds, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And, if you
And that's
book
what, on a
ahead of time,
train
typically-
or a plane?
No, not train.
Plane.
Train is
No,
to
but
France.
please, you have a contact number. So if I want to go, I would
Yeah, have
definitely
his
want to stay
Amsterdam
there.
You
number.
book it ahead of
everything.
time, you get it for £40. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's
it
real good.
takes 45 minutes.
That's real
Yeah,
good.
Now,
Because-
beware the plane might land sideways because it's very windy in Amsterdam, but you'll make it.
I mean, to Russia, it's like 3 hours from Gatwick. About 3 hours. It's longer from here to the UK. It's 10 hours from here to the UK and then only 3 hours.
Well, it's much further. From here to UK is 4,000.
What's that?
From here to UK is much
I
further.
know. It's like,
And it's more traumatic. It had more history in that flight, dog.
You might get shut down.
You might
For
sink.
that.
All right.
Karen, thank you so
A
much.
pleasure.
Yeah. I have her
Thanks,
back next
dog.
time. We could talk about her business when she's not here.
No.
Because right now I feel like a priest, and it's like I shouldn't have all this.
All right.
Guys, thanks a lot. Okay.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Take it easy, man.
All right. So, well, that
Yeah,
was such
but
a good. This is
any-
what is
any Ask
happening.
Louise?
There was one Ask Louise, but I don't know.
We have 2 minutes. We could do it.
Yeah. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll go through some of these comments here
All right, cool.
and see. Because somebody wants to know where he hat. Somebody was asking. I don't know if you promised somebody a hat and then give them a hat.
Boy.
Somebody
Sound familiar.
else, Ryan Phillips, said that it was very nice to meet you on the road.
Yeah, Ryan is actually one
whenever.
of our very loyal viewers, eh? And he's
Yeah,
always
he's a
on
very
our
loyal
Facebook
viewer.
account.
And also, I wanted to tell
And he's he's-
John to refresh your page. He was complaining he wasn't seeing. So if you're not seeing anything, like if you log on and you find like you're not seeing, if you refresh the whole page, it will come up and it will play. That happens sometimes even with me. So you just refresh the page. Karen needs to stop harassing me. Yeah, Nicholas Bossell.
Nicholas, that's my good buddy. Like my
First he said hi to Lee and then he was asking you where his heart's kept.
Don't worry, Nikki. Anything you want. 'Cause whenever I'm traveling, actually, Nikki's the one. When I go to London, Nikki's the man. He's picked me up and we go have drinks and
Oh, he living in London?
Yeah.
Where
I
in London?
I know him
like
from
downtown
long.
London.
Since I
What
Nikki,
downtown?
where exactly in London you live?
Come, what's all your marks? What's all your marks there? But we'll have to wait a little while for him to come.
I've known him. We've known each other since I was 6 years old.
Yeah, I know him since I was a baby.
Yeah, He's a old dear friend of mine. Nikki, I miss you, buddy.
Karen would also like a hearts hat. We should have a hearts hat giveaway.
Yeah, we gotta do that. I'm gonna get
if
some
you
hats
have-
and do some giveaways. Do good promotion
Yeah,
for us too. Why not?
we'll do a little hearts hat giveaway, and then we could have a small raw and uncut logo on the side, so y'all can see that we got some raw and uncut pins.
Yeah, when I do some cut polos and some stuff, you know what I mean? Make some little tube tops. I think I look good in a tube top.
Kendall is requesting that he would like one of each piece of merchandise first.
Yeah, these switches don't get. Well, guys, I guess we wrap it up here. Anything else? Any other
Nicholas
comments?
said, I don't even know where that is. I live in northwest London.
I just know he comes and picks me up. I meet at the airport and we spend the whole day drinking.
Which is not hard. You could do that in the airport.
And they have these toilets that urinals that come out of the ground. And I'll pick you actually, Nicholas, the picture of me taking the pee in downtown London. And like, listen, I can't find it. If you have a copy, send it for me now, please, on Viber or WhatsApp or even email. Please. Because I have these things that come out. It was so cool. It was like, what the hell is this? They come off from the ground, the urinals, and they come out like 6 in the evening and they go back down 6 in the morning. And it's like, I mean, it's just like these things that no barricades will protect. You just go and pee in it. And then she's like, it just disappear back.
That's kind of weird.
And I took a pee and Nicholas took a picture of me. So,
Your penis was showing.
I don't know. We'll find out. Nicholas,
God.
send it.
Nicholas said, will do. He live in South London. Okay, now.
Thanks, Nikki. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Raw and Uncut. We'll be back on Thursday, so not too long, just one day away. And maybe we get to some of the headlines you missed, and we have some fresh ones for you. Of course, don't forget, check us out on 951 Remix. We're also on YouTube and Facebook. And hope to see you on Thursday. Good night, everyone.
Bye.